Now, the question is, and I think a few people have been asking in the Discord especially, is that they felt that you might not want to go off the back of this one, thinking, oh, you've not been given your fair crack at showing off on the cameras and all this kind of stuff. I suppose it's a two-part question. One, were you bothered about that, hearing that?
Interesting. I think probably deep down, yes. But like I said, I think everybody on that golf course would have wanted more screen time.
Of course.
So probably in that sense, a little bit. And if we went over just for this, so we spent a week out there getting loads of content. So this was at the very end of the trip. If we went over just for that, then it would have been a little bit more annoying, because obviously I was the only guy from outside. Well, Matt from Canada, flown in, Sarah, but I was the only kind of guy who'd come in from outside the States. So potentially that might have found it a little bit more annoying, but it's a live broadcast from a golf event. Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing to say you didn't slap it around and they didn't show you, because you slapped it around. So.
Imagine slapping it around and then they got the cameras on.
Yeah, they show you.
I'd be like, oh my God, please don't.
Go away.
Please go away.
Find someone else.
You do not need to be near me right now.
Okay. Well, it's good that you're not too annoyed about it, but I guess going forward into going to French Lick, is there any desire to go? Do you want to go? Has this put you off from going? I think people would like to see you go.
I think on that, maybe other people were more annoyed on my behalf than I was.
Yeah.
Let's make that clear. Yeah. I'm pretty sanguine about it, but I think for something like this event in the summer, because I know it's like a week before Open qualifying as well, so it's not.
That was the first thing I checked in the diary.
Yeah, so it's not exactly ideal preparation, and obviously the expense of kind of getting out there, probably not.
Okay.
Yeah, probably not. Because bear in mind, everyone who went to this event kind of paid their own way to get there.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna host an event like this as well, obviously GoodGood, massive name within kind of YouTube golf now. And when you host an event like this, similar to what Rick did with the YouTube Golf Day a few years ago, you're organising an event, you're inviting everyone down, and they're bringing their audiences. So that's why we got a lot of comments being slightly annoyed about not getting more screen time, is because we were playing in this event, and our audience said, okay, playing in this event, we'll watch it.
Yeah, in our sort of little echo chamber of our fans, that's all we hear. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So everyone who went would be bringing their own kind of audiences to that. So if you're hosting an event like this, it's great because you're getting loads and loads of input from everywhere.
Yeah.
So this event in the summer, I'd be interested to know who goes. Yeah. And I'd be interested to know if any of it like would be expensed.
Yeah, potentially.
Because if you're trying to draw, bear in mind this event was going on at the Waste Management, so a lot of people were there already.
Yeah,
yeah. Sounds like they're going to a bit more of a.
Yeah, so this is a little bit more of a specific venue.
Yeah, a little more isolated place rather than
So I would imagine there'd obviously be quite a few people going, but I'd probably imagine it wouldn't be quite as big as far as the amount of creators who were going, unless they could kind of get expense for travel.
Yeah, maybe they don't want it that big as well, given that it'll be 18 holes and how they feel they can do with, covering it and stuff. Because maybe that's one of the things they take from this and go, okay, well, we didn't get enough coverage of everyone else because there was 6 people on a tee box every time and it was hard to pick and choose. So maybe they say, let's just make it a 10 to 15 man field and go and have like 3 tee times of 4 or something. And
I mean, that's why they had kind of most of those biggest creators at the back of the field in those groups.
Yeah,
because it was easy to film.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So fully understand why they did that. And like those guys have been smashing it. They fully deserve to be filmed.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, but I don't know. In the summer, right now, I don't really think so.
Okay.
I don't really think so.
I think it's one of those as well, being involved in the first one. Like, you were involved in the first live stream. Like, I think that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's an experience within yourself, you know, that you've got.
And it's also a sign of things
to come.
To come as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
you've got here, you know, I've been doing this, like I said, over 10 years now. And if you'd have told me at the start that this would be where it'd get to, I could maybe envisage it, but it'd be a very far-flung theory in my mind.
On this level, the NBC is going to be sort of part of it as well and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's
exactly right.
It's completely... This is a completely uncharted territory now. You know, we've moved from YouTube videos being small production, not really much going on, like the old days of YouTube.
Yeah. Pass the camera around.
All the rest of it. And I'm not just talking about golf here. I'm talking about the whole kind of YouTube landscape. Yeah, remember back in the day, it was pretty much just daily vlogs from everybody. You think of the Casey Neistat days.
Yeah.
And now it's moved on to this, where you've got kind of the Mr. Beast era, if you will. But you've got a live golf tournament being streamed on YouTube. Yes, it broke away, but mostly on YouTube. And that event is getting more views than DP World Tour and Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great, yeah.
Which is mental.
Yeah, it's crazy.
If you think about it, like, that is absolutely crazy. But it takes an organisation like GoodGood, which are obviously a massive kind of brand now. You know, they've got that amount of power within the industry. Obviously, they have the side of their business which isn't golf YouTube. You're talking about the apparel and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
It's massive. You know?
I was going to say, and they how many they employ as well. I reckon
it's huge.
Yeah.
If you think about how interconnected they are with everything now, you know, you need a business like that to be able to kind of pull those strings.
100%.
And obviously get NBC involved was incredible as well. So I can only see this getting more and more popular, and I can see the structure and how it all works getting kind of better and better and better as well. So I think, like I said, this is the first event. It was great to be involved with it. Really enjoyed it, and it's going to be interesting to see how it progresses now.
It is a thought, isn't it? And I don't think it's out of the realms of dreaming of an established YouTube golfers like tour. Because I mean, you know, there's nothing to say that sponsors would look at this compared to sponsoring the PGA Tour stuff and go, well, why don't we get that going and I'll put some money into that? Because there's more people watching. You know you're going to get the views. It's on a space, if you keep it on YouTube especially, it's on a space that...
It's free.
It's free, and it's where all these people have come from and why these people are here are watching it. I don't know, it feels... Obviously, we can, you know, think about where this could go, but it feels like it's more and more possible every day.
Oh, yeah. The biggest barriers for all this is going to be, in the end of it, it's going to be money. It's going to be investment. So... it's also going to be how you could potentially figure out some kind of split, because obviously with this particular event, I've no idea how much this would have cost to kind of like organise. You've obviously got the buy-in from NBC, you've got the sponsors coming in and they're selling tickets for the event.
Yeah,
I have no idea if this was a profit-making enterprise, an event, or if this was just like to cover cost. Absolutely no idea. If you think about, let's say, the best case scenario, where it's an 18-hole tournament, or 18-hole golf course anyway, live streamed, and all the biggest golf YouTube creators are there. Okay, so you've got Rick, you got Bob Does Sports, obviously you got the good guys, you've got everyone kind of in this one place. Everybody is there because of the content they make. Okay, so no one would be playing in this event unless they created content, specifically mostly on YouTube. So if you go to a live event, all of a sudden you're not making a video.
Yeah.
Certainly in the sense that that video was going out straight away.
Yeah.
Also, like I said, the bigger the creator is, the more people they're bringing to that event. How are they going to be like compensated?
Yeah.
By in terms of fees.
Yeah. Because I mean, obviously, for this event, we went over there. You know, I wanted to kind of experience this, but if we were to go to another event, I wouldn't necessarily wanted to pay for that.
Yeah.
And I know that, you know, a lot of the biggest creators in this field, they're not going to be going on somebody else's live stream for nothing.
Yeah.
So it's how it all works out from there, and because it is everyone's dream, I think. Certainly in the golf YouTube space, is to have like a full tournament, to have like a Ryder Cup.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these things have been kind of mentioned and going around for years, and I think it really would work. But it's who organises it, how's it split, like where's it placed? Because that's the thing. If it's a YouTube-based event, it has to be on YouTube. In my eye, it wouldn't make sense for it to be solely on like a Sky or an NBC or whatever.
Peacock,
It just wouldn't make sense. Like it has to be live streamed on YouTube, or you're just negating the audience that's made it possible.
Yeah. No, it's a very good point. Yeah, and it definitely does need to stay on YouTube for sure. I don't know. It's all kind of like logistics.
Well, unless a broadcasting company takes it on, and then will pay creators like yourself, Rick, all them to come and be on that live stream channel. Do you know what I mean? And then they can make and then if you want to make a video,
kind of needs YouTube to do it.
Well, yeah.
Which would be great. But and it sounds like, I don't know, it just sounds a bit. It sounds a bit messy, but
you could see how it could sort of be. It could not happen in terms of like, it could be too logistically troublesome in terms of like who gets what, that it wouldn't go ahead, sort of thing.
Yeah, and it's you don't want to be like, again, you don't really want to be thinking about these things because it's not again the best thing about YouTube from a viewer standpoint is at the point that you log on, that you watch a video, it's free.
It's free. Yeah.
So you don't want to put it like behind a paywall. You don't want any of that. It's just like a situation which is obviously really new.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
Because that's the thing as well.
Like we only had one go at it.
Exactly. Yeah, this is all. Yeah.
And like with YouTube videos, I mean, everyone will know this. Like with YouTube videos, if somebody, if I go off and film a video with Grant, for example, he'll make videos with us. We'll make videos with him.
Easy split.
It's a split. That's how kind of collaborations work. So if it's one-off events, I don't know the answer.
But if you just kind of break it down to simply like what's the reason for all of that, is the fact, at the end of the day, the filming and all this kind of stuff and making the videos is your job, is our job. It's how we make money. It's how we make a living. So if you're going to an event like this and you're not being able to do those things, you need to be compensated in some other way, which is what you're saying. So if it was a case of everyone doesn't get anything out of it and it's just YouTube streams it, but you all get paid X amount of money to turn up, similar to be like what a tour would be, in that, or you have a winnings, you win if you finish in a certain place.
Maybe like some kind of prize fund potentially, because that adds in actual competition then as well. It makes the event,
it's proper serious,
proper event kind of thing. But I just don't like thinking about this in some ways. Like I said, the best thing about YouTube for people watching is it's free, and then as soon as you start talking about fees for different creators, it starts to get messy.
Yeah,
and it's just I don't know. It feels like these things need to happen. It's the next progression. But I don't know.
The beauty of this event was that people came together off the back of just
they wanted to be there.
They wanted to be there. Yeah. They wanted to be part of that hub, that community, that the group of guys that is now on YouTube and the YouTube golf space, is they felt like they just wanted to be part of it. And again, that was kind of the feel that you got through the live stream and from speaking to you now and when you came back, that there was this really just kind of friendly environment that was created. And that's kind of what YouTube golf essentially is at the minute anyway. I think you don't have the drama of live, and you don't have the apart from GoodGood splitting up about 2 years ago, but like that even those things seem so weird of like people are so committed and invested in this. But we're at this point now where we're having a conversation about potentially having a YouTube golfer.
It'd be interesting to know what everyone else thinks about it. Like, get down to the comments and let us know. Like, because we can't figure out.
Yeah, no.
if you could,
someone else do it.
Yeah, if you could think of an easy split.
It's just a weird thing. Like, it's a strange thing to talk about, the commercialization of YouTube and where it's going.